ReactJs is a popular JavaScript library used for building user interfaces. It follows a component-based approach, allowing developers to create reusable UI components and manage the state of the application efficiently. Here's a high-level overview of how ReactJs works. Virtual DOM. ReactJs uses a virtual representation of the actual document object model, DOM, called the virtual DOM. The virtual DOM is a lightweight copy of the real DOM and is used to improve performance and efficiency. Any changes made to the virtual DOM are compared with the actual DOM, and only the necessary updates are applied, minimizing the number of direct manipulations to the DOM. Components. ReactJs applications are built using components, which are reusable and independent building blocks. Components can be nested within each other, allowing developers to create complex UI structures. Each component can have its own state, properties, props, and lifecycle methods. JSX. ReactJs uses JSX, JavaScript XML, syntax, which is a syntax extension for JavaScript. JSX allows developers to write HTML-like code within JavaScript, making it easier to define the structure and appearance of components. JSX is transpiled to regular JavaScript during the build process. State and props. Components in ReactJs can have both state and props. The state represents the internal data of a component, which can change over time. Props, short for properties, are immutable data passed from a parent component to its child components. By managing state and props, ReactJs enables the creation of dynamic and interactive UIs. Reconciliation. When a component's state or props change, ReactJs uses a process called reconciliation to efficiently update the virtual DOM and propagate the changes to the actual DOM. React performs a diffing algorithm to identify the minimal set of changes required to update the DOM, reducing the performance overhead. One-way data flow. ReactJs follows a one-way data flow. Data flows from the parent component to its child components through props. When a child component needs to update the parent state, it can invoke callback functions passed as props. Component lifecycle. ReactJs provides a set of lifecycle methods that allow developers to perform actions at specific points in a component's lifecycle, such as when it is created, updated, or unmounted. These methods provide hooks for managing component initialization, state updates, and side effects. React hooks. Introduced in ReactJs version 16.8, React hooks are functions that allow developers to use state and other React features without writing class components. Hooks provide a simpler and more flexible way to reuse logic across components. By leveraging these core concepts and features, ReactJs provides an efficient and declarative way to build user interfaces, making it a popular choice for web development.